Okay, now that you understand what's happening in your brain and your body, it's time to get honest about something else, the promise that alcohol makes. Because most of us aren't just drinking out of habit, we're drinking maybe based on a belief. And those beliefs deserve a closer look. So, alcohol, it makes a lot of promises. It promises to help unwind, to help you sleep, to make you more fun, less anxious, more connected. Maybe it promises to help you escape, to help you feel better, whatever it means in the moment. And for a while, it keeps those promises until it doesn't. And in this lesson, it's about pulling those promises into the light and asking, is alcohol actually giving me what I think it is? Not to shame yourself, not to scare yourself, but to get clear. Because clarity is where change begins. And most people, they drink to relax. And yes, at first, it feels like the alcohol takes the edge off. It slows down the nervous system. It gives your brain that warm, oh yeah moment. And maybe your shoulders drop and your thoughts get quieter. It works temporarily. But once the alcohol starts to leave your system, the opposite happens. Your body rebounds, stress hormones increase, and that's why you might feel wired at night or more anxious the next morning. So while it might feel like alcohol is helping you to calm down, it's actually adding to your overall stress load over time. And of course, alcohol can make you feel drowsy, which tricks people into thinking that actually helps with sleep. And yes, it can knock you out faster, but it also interferes with your REM sleep, the part that helps your brain recover, regulate emotions, and store memories. And this is why people who drink often before bed wake up feeling foggy and groggy and cloudy, even if they technically slept for like 7 or 8 hours. It also disrupts your body's natural melatonin production that can lead to more wake ups throughout the night, especially in the early mornings. So while alcohol may help you fall asleep, it actually robs you of the sleep that helps you feel rested and balanced. And alcohol is often seen as liquid courage. It can help you loosen up in social situations and feel more confident, maybe stop overthinking what other people are thinking about them. But there's a difference between confidence and disconnection because alcohol lowers inhibition, starts numbing that part of your brain that self monitors, and that can feel freeing, but it can also disconnect you from yourself. And that's when you say things that you would never say. Maybe you miss cues or feel like you were on that night, but then the next day you wake up and you regret everything and have anxiety. So the confidence was temporary. That aftermath usually isn't. And we often drink to feel closer to people, to share a bottle of wine with a partner, or maybe to bond with a coworker, maybe to laugh a little bit louder at the end of a long day. And that can feel like it works at first, but that real connection, it requires presence. And alcohol pulls us away from presence. So you might miss those moments with your kids. You might numb out through hard conversations. You might feel like you were there, but not really there. And over time, alcohol can erode the most important connections it promises to enhance. This isn't about saying alcohol never does what it says it will. It's more about asking, what does it cost me in the process? Because that glass of wine might take the edge off, but does it make the next day harder? And the buzz might make dinner feel more fun, but doesn't mess with your sleep. Or that temporary relief might feel good in the moment, but does it solve anything? And the truth is, alcohol works until it doesn't. It's an expression that I'll say more than once because it gives you short term relief at the expense of the long term peace. It's easy to focus on the physical toll, poor sleep, low energy, dehydration, cravings, but there's also an emotional weight, the quiet guilt, the self doubt, the voice in your head that asks, why do I keep doing this? And that internal conflict is heavy. It eats away at your self trust. And it's not because you're broken, but because the gap between the alcohol, what it promises, and what it delivers keeps getting wider. And the point isn't to make alcohol the enemy, it's to tell the truth about it, to get honest about what it's actually doing for you or what it's not doing, and to stop giving it credit that it hasn't earned. Because once you stop romanticizing alcohol, it loses its power. And once you get honest, you can start making decisions from a place of clarity and not your cravings. You don't have to hate alcohol, but if it's not delivering what you hoped it would, maybe it's time to renegotiate the deal. So here's your thought. What's one thing that alcohol promises you and doesn't truly deliver?